be a guy and a lady D, a Damina Massimo, so Moji Baton from Professor Ike Wallace, Modiaba, Abe Pimsabre, Din Como, Midoma Hene Kwabna, Asante, Free Sabre Pimsen on Kunobo. All of us, collective responsibility as a teacher of my Ghana, Badwam Mpensenpensemu, SSAOD. Now, the pledge to be a Ghanaian, you need to exhibit the qualities that may be Casa family, the kind transparency, truthfulness, honesty, patriotism, and a love for your country. It's very important, especially the two. When you are patriotic, it means that you are going the extra mile. When you love your country, there are certain traits be abedane di ewo doma won't even get it wrong. Do do maya. E de djuma shon sa obeye ne pepepe. So do maya. Enyoma ensem fata ebo man ema man puntu nkonkan. Na wonya di bia bi so man ma. You ensure say Ghana interest na ebe supersede any other interest. So help me God. It's very, very important. This is the reason why you should be a proud Ghanaian. It's so important. Say, Obadiah to me said, amount for what say me free, me free. Was with my catcher was also Oya Ghana ni papa, ma papa. Now, Mensan Kaya say, Ufria from Kwadia. Also, a proud Ahafonian, who said the biggest ever a year homecoming festival, also a basso on the 30th and 31st of December and 1st of January 2023. It is the biggest. Yeah, power on to Manya Duma. The end of this month, the 30th of September, the power on to my ewo bichim. Intimidity say wa uti biano. Obeba na wabetai chibra. Yeah, power on to officially launch the Ahafo Homecoming festival. Yeah, all the MPs are say they've really done well. Ikua hodo nyina Ahafo Development Association no one nyina edamu nyina mase, and then the planning committee Chief Agama, King's Cottage CEO Mr. Kingsley, Between United Chief Executive or third in the ably supported by a Council of State Rep Nana Basoa, Kasa Rover, also Dance, and the entire team, Mr. Usu Forjo, anyone Akayinano, edamu nyina mase. On the 30th and 31st of December 2022, near share as a year in Shiemua for this year, near our whole numbers of Motia for seeing the Wafo. As I Jim when he stepped Musia, dear, Namosa invested a year region, a day Bremo, under the able leadership of George Boache, regional minister, supported by Yahimfua, Yensi Omufom Kwan, Nanamunano, Edamasi, or Kwansho. So we are back to studio. We are trying to come on a show. Ewa Hanum say, Mamenka, say, Daniel, ni Kwatai, Titus, Glover, Atnas, say, Obeboa, Amagana, and Koma Yedino, Yetimi Edini ye. Sanson Yeshenim say, Ukujina, a year NDC, Amanu Kuruma, Yeshenim say, lawyer, Chum Berema, and so Babaka and Sana, Etimino, Eddie in common. So it's packed, say, Aquanya Bema, Winyabre, na wetimi any Eddie in guitar or Manasu. Obakoba. Hey, that's a fashion movie. Baby, I phone the Omoya. Date, no. Maminchia, Atrophonina. Yeah. Adom television. Na Mamifa Kunya was so na Mechia Mihini. Kwapi Mampo, or Hinning, or Saberman and Aquamu to date. Any. I am Funina Incancan the anniversary, the festival planning committee. Uransa, a Yamankado, a Pesamaka Hini, any I am for no, a constitute the festival planning committee. Maminda, the special guest of honor, Miyamase, Minister for Greek, Honorable Ifri Yakuto, Onusudi and Nimiam, a Betanachi MIA. Minyo Kumasa Mewuku, who is a son of the soil, though he's a son of the soil from Bisianse, quarter of Mampo-Klapim, and Ochirbefi, Deputy Trade Minister, MP for Nijuabe South. Then I think the DC for Ayeswano, any MC for Kwapin North, any Krumafonyana, Sofo, sorry, Memia Bibri. In general, Friday no year walk, health walk. On the streets of Kwapimampo. Okay. And Saturday no yeah debano. But when you say what Mamponding, now you don't lick it to cocoa. Na MZ
ye free kuro no so kakra na tete kwashi ofri Fernando Po o di koko no bae no osu asase no entumi ndua ndo pagya ne mu no ene koma mpokapem ene wo koma mpokapem ye mani traye atre kwashi fie ne ndebusia fie o mpokapem enti yen ya sase so ene start say ye dua koko ena koko ateni akobabia enti ye dia two agric minister nim ye be kono naso ye pese si Cocoa Palace. Wow. The palace na wo no palace dada. We want to put up a modern palace to name after Cocoa because a hall in the free.
Cocoa Palace.
Cocoa Palace. Sani be two if say palace ni ding. Because Cocoa nyina no mampo ni free buy. Who cut the kwashia ni Cocoa food do nyina no is a tourist attraction. I'm Minister of Tourism. I remember say my colleague when saying former tourism minister Abelema Afeku ombaye bibi kakra but yen shede hu ne so papa enti oyene no in the speech all catch how to promote our culture and tradition in the Kwapim state. There's a need for us to respect authority, make sure say we don't throw the values of culture and tradition of the Kwapim state and to them Bruno Mobano they should hold it in high esteem. But the teaching they done akuma no say a year by this time nyame de nkwane chair ye be hwe ye palace no me yesi and the Cocoa board ye beba mo na so enche me am chairman magmenu ene ona mo bua yedu ye beba mo bua be na ye hwe kwan be fa na mo kai Kwapim mampo because we have played a role in the development of this country. The Cocoa na titi Ghana there was no oil gold nyina say nye Cocoa na se tete kwashi edua nsana etene Ghana ye nyina. We don't see where we are at now. Nti ye do bi biase ye mo biaso official pa. Na nyame adom a de nkwane che ya next year. Mama ya tu nsafra wo. Na wa beta ye.
Good. Anything that sustains ya bakosem is cool. Ebuama etimi de ye nhwesode for the future.
Absolutely.
And the history can never be neglected or ignored.
Na wo hwe ye folklore. Bibi te say anansensem na ye tuturi nyina no. Ye ka de ya seresem.
But Emudu,
you look at the folklore, no, the meaning behind some of the folklore stories now. It's part of our culture and our tradition. There's a Nancy, also a partnership, no. Also, wua, you go see no for more. You see how clever Nancy is. And the whoever you do more wakono, also woo. Now, also you go see say yemfa event say apoto you wa touch all the wodro ni nyine ye fonche adagadum and who akoda no na ono wanyani you understand?
Yeah.
It tells you that human beings will not need to be selfish.
Okay.
What is happening? You don't need to be selfish. We need to build relationship, build work together and promote the common good of humanity.
So probably they are generating reasonable misunderstanding and confusion leading to some places a bit chaotic. This exercise about the same registration. Processes a minister goes through the benefit to say no.
First of all, I want you to look at the positive sides of that policy of the minister. Yet Kromwa and for the amount for SIM cards a bokrono. People are using innocent people's SIM cards to steal. So when you have a minister who says and says, Debbie, we need to protect. I know if it's a madam for be or committee or a designer or riding bicycle and a wallet toy. Unim Asemamika is a real story. Now the wallet, you know, and the voters ID card show. Obi for the voters ID card no to go and rob. You have a channel about Dansoman police station. I'm telling you, on the ordinary card, no, every register as a SIM. And this guy is an innocent soul, very harmless, very innocent boy. Oh, what am I? Not it, Newton. But now, Palmer dear, they will come to 8. It took the grace. Or could they move for some time? And Sana, you have finally processed in your answer in frame. Obia for the card, no. Metie NDC phone arguments now. Say at the time now, my senior Honorable Henry Disu was the communication minister. No, or your manano edical parliament that we can use your voter's ID card, your passport to register. The same constitution has ceded part of the powers. Even the parliament's responsibility is to pass these laws. We're ceding the powers at the assemblies to enact bylaws. We're ceding part, that means constitutional, before now you're electronic and I pay me banazo, can constitution woman and buy. So I will quote the relevant portion of the constitution where the constitution cedes part of its powers to ministers of state in the making of policies to guide a human. I don't like the way the NDC are insulting Ursula. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy at all. So we have strong, forceful point argument that we hear. You can do it without necessarily, looking at insult. That will not address the problem. So the kind of problems, any inconveniences among for FM in the assessing of NHI card, and also I want in the challenge. But and let me share. Is it no good? Yeah, you what's it? What you are? On my press conference was a press release.
The decision to block SIM
is unlawful, unacceptable. Was it not the same as Sedunketiya? Who said NDC members should not go and take the Ghana card? Who you are, sir? The same as Sedunketiya and the NDC. They said their members should not go and procure the NHI card. So I will assume the majority of those who could not assume that is the NDC members. Now you want to put pressure on Ursula? Says like generally, the National Identification Authority have given up a lot of the cards. We still pray, say, one fa the akano, a mount kwanya, omunye na omumunsankano, no munsankandiano. But clearly, you can't stand a one soon TV, uko hang and so no, now ban na for, now we've been saying, I want to say so. Uko fan manu, and maybe young Guarantama, and market even changing. Uko to the takra, now I say, and my bed. They should stop this hypocrisy. And why? So generally, they are concerned. Let's see how we can address the challenge. If you SIM card here block, it is creating a lot of inconvenience. What do we do? But you don't come and insult the minister who genuinely intentions of the year, and your body. To safeguard the interests of our own people.
Why timelines? Let's give ourselves the whole year or a year or two, or so that by that time, let me be to me.
Kobra kasa say ya sanga obi abeti ase e wo dem ha nyina priest la num ne rasta num nya ye kai nyina sabi ebi ayem block the card na so can say ya ye beti na se but you don't resort to insults. I mean, the position at which you are coming as a senior broadcast journalist catch and say, oh minister mzadi a wo ye hwe ni say ya e be boa wo because say so ya atosin kakra. I mean, as like human who can say ya obetunu asepam. But where you want to resort to insult, a dinner time, a training boss, a good animal. I mean, there's a group called Stubborn Academy. Mumudian is a best stubborn. They are penny. Are we building this country? And you are a nationalist. I like sometimes the position you take on national issues, devoid of politics. Let us look at the image of the country. A DNA, a bit bomb, a bomb, the mean. That's what I look at.
Okay, so which I have not gone through, just like lawyer Samijemfi. Ne position is the age na so kra ade atu sa na mo en emremu no eni ho emu ha untimi nya de potin bi anya se meji obi sim card free nsem. What is the basis for the sika also ne nioma bebre so a lot of transactions? What is the basis in law? And then a deadline, you know.
Ono na make chiremu ka say constitutional a map parliament, a marana or the bayano, or city part of the powers, at the map metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies in the passage of bylaws to run their local assemblies. The same constitutional ministers of state to come up with policy. To come up with policy that will govern the running of the country. It's part of the powers now, constitutional, as CDDMA, if anything, through parliament, to ministers of state. And even though Harne Drisu, Eddie Sam Rando calls, what may you passport, what may you touch all the time, voter's ID card. Minister also actually say, I gave you an example of my young brother whose mistakenly was riding on a motorcycle, a bicycle, and a wallet free. Onim Odu fe no hunze the wallet no ayira. Eventually, somebody used the voter's ID card to go and rob a children or baby or Opam Nadia. They trace him on his phone and they bet you. Kabrai, and Untina, Minister of the Police, they say, let's re-register again. Let us re-register. And the microphone in more system, no more for innocent lives. Edio phones or identity, I register no, they will cut them off. After so when be a word, you try last minute and then you try to and you been NDC for you see you cut your face to spite your face. A brand who can say you think you are hurting Akufado's government. A brand who my instructions, Eddie Mau party was more be and call and control it, you know. On him says I never know. Having I was waiting to ever stop on academy. Please, they should stop that. So generally in near Kosono, Yehu Amanfo Ekosa line. We agree. What do we do as a buying, as NHIA, as a Minister for Communication, together all any NCA, a quan best you can't say yeah, at least a twice, but not the way they are going around it. I put the blame on NDC. I put it on his head. That's what China says. I will see my NHIA card. No. When President Kufuor brought NHIA, what effort did they put in? Zilt. Germany back was a zilt. They did nothing. And Akufo-Adjei eba and said, "Oh, they are wanting a disika ebeshem." So you see, when you are left with something and you take responsibility, try and do something. I'm doing a for also what was and President Kufuor, all the NHI in the buy no, or Pamu have for a few honor, or Mesumo, or Muyebi and Yebe. By this time, we have covered the whole country.
Okay, so just in from the Asogli State Council press statement, rejection of gifts from Honorable Mr. Kennedy Agyapong. I have read many reports and comments on the above subject matter and would like to explain as follows. Honorable Mr. Kennedy Agyapong requested through his representatives for an invitation to attend some programs of the 2022 Asogli Tiza Yam Festival. The leadership of the Asogli State Council, however, disapproved of it because of several loose comments and utterances he had made, which the council viewed as unbecoming of an honorable member of Ghana's parliament. The following are some of the statements or headlines of stories featuring uncomplimentary and insulting statements made by Mr. Agyapong, for which he has shown no remorse. April 24, 2009, Togbe Afede is a shameless opportunist. April 18, 2012, I declare war in this country. November 7, 2018, Togbe Afede is corrupt. He supervised fraudulent withdrawal of 31 million cedis from NIB. November 8, 2018, Togbe Afede is ethnocentric and an NDC stooge. His name can never intimidate me. November 13, 2018, even the president cannot stop me from chasing Togbe Afede out as NIB board chairman. In view of the above, I accept responsibility for the administrative lapse which resulted in sending of an invitation letter to Mr. Agyapong. I apologize to both the Asogli State Council and Mr. Agyapong. It's signed, Stephen Tete, Secretary, September 12th, 2022, President then. Okay, so that's it. Togbe Afede, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's it from the Asogli State Council. That's a press statement in response or reacting to stories about papers about Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. You're comfortable with this?
I'm not comfortable because I'm a chief myself. My stool name is Nano Tuansa the First. I work with Pimampo. Me, because in my intro, me say we just finished our home Ujura Festival. And chiefs are very revered people. Na Yemi Yase, this is the development that has come. Na Yebesre, the politicians will need the chiefs. The chiefs also need the politicians. Yenshe Yakasa Nibi, said Yesi Yakasa. Yemma Yakasa Yakaninya, Enya Kasa, Ebeka Afana Fanina, Ediabo. Seminiko Bra Enya Junior, and interest at Midi Minibi, bɛhwɛ no ana mɛka kasa bi a sɛbi nyɛ kasapa honorable Kennedy Japan taka was in the first wife sɛbi amunani of Return area at Adom. Recently Sani Manibi even graduated in one of the finance universities in America, so he's proud to associate himself with Volturians. And he as nipa say ye sɛbi sɛ wafom kura you muka yafum no go
yafum kum yafum nwa
yafum emini
obetima fom but ontimi ofum nwa
ɛna mpanyinfo so wo ba so ni go sere so a wotwa na woro. I think say Honorable Kennedy any Togba further can find a way to patch up their difference. And I like what Togba said. Stu Secretary knows a register or sign letter. No, also Togba said we're taking responsibility of what has happened and sincerely apologize to Honorable Kennedy Japan any Dasogli state. I'm happy to say that Nanan Kasano say the ban so anyani day and to Mestre or say whatever it tells, it must reach each other. Because we need the two of them to develop this country, both as a state and the entire country, so that together we can move on as a nation.
Okay, so on this matter, let's review our chieftaincy institutions. Very important, very relevant. I say, you talk, you have for no, there are a lot of problems, the issues, as on mine. It's very important. And then, Nananamus, you best remo. We be a dam, Nananam, warfare, said them, Munyan Kumanum. Contrary to Shishayeno. I'm sure you serve the bigger interest of wherever you find yourself. Every year, about 2 years, maybe.
Talk about me, but I'm told he's a very nice man.
Okay.
Very nice man. Very, very nice man. Mishanida. Mako 2017. Yet to Saframs, I am an invitation when I was a deputy minister. And Tibekobi, 2017. There were young festival. There were Minya Honorable former deputy tourism minister, Jifa Gomashi. She's a sweet sister, very sweet sister. So that time, may he so rest in peace.
Okay.
We were together on the stage and all that. So
okay, so you have to try one by bar. You have to come, you cover. Saba, yadamu ina say lawyer Chum Berima Tenase ewa hanum say lawyer Kwaba. Mejidi se na otwi de bibia be kama. Mo back da ben. Law for mo da ben.
Sir, yeah, come back conference I think from next week. So
and more
yeah, from this week yeah.
Okay. Timini how many days?
I think by close of
I am a conference I'm going.
Oh, you review what has happened in that year, no? And then the
Musin Tony
Bibia, and then motivate yourselves alongside. Also, it's part of
it's a serious conference.
Of course, I mean, and it's not just Ghana Penay. I mean, various bar situations across the world.
This is the time to go
from July and then September. Okay,
good. Anyway, if you call, party muti saying. Especially when you've taken a position as SIM card, Mujina Secretary Kazamam Kutuana Madi.
Osmania.
King Kamujina Secretary
says, so what's more kind in the okay, say, and you was saying to one of the Ghana.
I was making Mujina Secretary, was it the Dianoka?
Some be doing.
No, I don't know, so now free party. But show you who should do the okay. They will free film. It's me trying to touch here. Over say, a General Secretary Cass.
They will turn on. Native from what?
Okay. So the National Democratic Congress has called on the Parliament of Ghana, specifically Parliament Select Committee on Communications, to call the Minister of Communications and the National Communications Authority to order. Now, over the sanctions meted out to SIM card users, yet to register their cards. It is a hot side of parts na kujina.
So what class more can say on the admin?
Are you training more?
No, on the admin, minimum on the admin. But if you say, and I'm one a buying not so me, what make us a minister net to know, and I say institution net to know, and you're no concern. And you're no concern if you say, we say, will be encouraged on the SIM card. The only medium I would be better on the SIM card and so Ghana cards. Or my can not send one. But you see, mpanifo si yɛkafu ne yɛkama dan pan dan mu bɛda ho pan nipa ntimo ana yɛkama yɛnkɔ yɛkɔ nyina Ghana card ne wonim nyina te yɛnum sɛ nipa bebere no ara nfa minimu a mo journalist fo ba akɔ wonim nipa mbondi wa wonim nipa me bɛsɛ mbondi wakɔ ne deɛ from somewhere June to today ne saka card no ɛna no wɔkɔ yi yɛfa ne sɛ 37 hɔ deɛ ɔmo yɛ ɔkɔ ɔmo check system no sɛ ɔmo so wɔn hu but ɔmo so ɔmo hwɛ ne receipt no ɛkyerɛ sɛ time no ɔyɛ ne deɛ ɔsɛn ka card na ɛdɛn
are ready
but me no ka sɛ card no so ɛmai sɛ no hwan na blame no it me no ka sɛ ɛnam saa no ntin na account otimi nkɔ so the bank account otimi nkɔ na account free June ba pem de otimi nkɔ
because of Ghana card no ni
of course na say we say obi an
kɔ link it to you
exactly
your bank sister no
obi an kɔ ye say update nti otimi nkɔ ye ne de ne sanka ne otimi nkɔ na account no still what de ne to nkyɛn no so a ɔman ne for SIM cards no so so otimi ready so no so otimi nkɔ ye
because Ghana card ni ho
because Ghana card ni ho but ono no ublemu nana utimi blame say card na woni bi card no woni bi eti woni card ni bi wende institution ni so aye Ghana card ni sa me ati say wo mo no net timeline no NCA fo na ekɔ no na mo ko o maka wonti ya no maka enti say na fo ni so mo nkɔ ba NCA fo time a why do you punish people
mo check mo yi na mo mbra me boy
sanity because when na was me fa Ghana card na registration and see asem ma kan impre bebele say minim ba bia yenko an say sua atra ne kosua de free oman hwe uko Europe aman nyina we UK free mu a tama no ka ho na we o free mu a aman nyina wo bibia friend say EU national cards na we EU national card na ne wo country's passport e be the same value and it is between the EU national card move from France to Germany likewise between the passport move from France to Germany serve the same purpose, the same value. Amai, you had your international travel document, i.e., a passport. And they come here for so. I don't need
your passport.
Never so also. Apart from so, but you can was you.
Locally,
because now ban the sender could be in the passport account, bank account. There are people who on passport, not be a bank account. What's one could try no more Ghana card and your update. Sabita flat your mind. Asem we can ni gina be pa ne sen. Wo mena say obi a wire passport pen bi anim said the mode of getting passport no. Ye jo oba matrix, ye twa photo, ye ya de band
the same process like the car.
And one for use difference bi anim. The same process. So under normal circumstance, common sense will tell you say you just have to link the two systems. Keke. Na for me na to platform so say dia me drew Heathrow. And once you swap me passport, and say valid, and I say any valid. Money the same thing, need me check it. It's card, you passport to be an account. You have never passport in the register and the same card. One year, so update be except you are telling me, says, Minyako Ghana passport office or whatever you're from saying. I want to passport new year, picking me the time, me feel an ira. And nothing we hear me Ghana card, dear Mumudia. Fair enough. Nemo send me that and picking in eye. Near my passport is here valid for 10 years. Send me new sudia. Add the intina. I catch them and say, Minto non train. Now, if I'm a Ghana card and
we've been worried over time over acquisition of your passport. So, see, you know, you pay minimum quantico and almost like a passport. Who can too much go fast. Go fast. You didn't come and go fast. Who didn't make and card? Oh, we've been worried. Say, are you also worried that some people who are not Ghanaians are also having Ghana cards? How much you say the non-citizens Ghana card? Nan bakuno kwa passport ni ya kan so friends we Ghana citizen. What share foreigner ukuta passport ya tro mo we Ghana citizen da. Won't minus no mo ka ho asem. Obia oba a card be say oba card. Oba passport why man bia wo below 16 years. Bia no say tro minor. Yantro. So adentina ya ha ya ho ebebere sa. How do say aden the passport into man?
Because woman and Timmy sim card no word money. Nipa ya na me the example.
Because of the Ghana card.
Oh passport the Ghana card no. Enti wonu na wasabi what when wonnim da NIA for the man say what because me no ka say wako NIA akọ wo mo sub branch na wo work no wako won so ye do interest man no
enti nke yenje Ghana card ne nka ho
yenye passport ne nka ho
sorry passport no
simple What I say? Who can go and tell us the law now? Ghana card, let's say, why do you do amendment?
Thank
you.
When you want to
a cross work our way. Quando courses and can never question say. And we see another valid documents. Oh, my, take it or leave it. Sign some year and no young vice president say what you do pass Ghana card to crack him. Oh, whoa. And then a crowd. What do you could not I could to Canada and the Ghana card and the America say, play number 4. What I say? You can't go with it. Or passport none of us at them. And could not airport immigration for I check is valid. If you check visa, you are stamp someone. Who could do if a Jeff case, I know so system numbers I do passport to now. As I'm very far home, I send him come work free. But entry post. And if you want it is a sad way a papa it me my man in I did to more. I then the inquiry, yes, yamp. I then the names I dear we had how much reba. A year and can be and I am back at the so card name. Nemo Yamia Abia and I thought back as a bien fancy Biancusi bear December. Now backlog beer will be a clear in nephew. A beer, the remember money, your beer, a friend now one more do age now. I think almost over 16 years and I'm one. It will be on nothing when this is now by any day, no, and maybe you ever picking from December. But Obibia and the woman that because me will be a while from 2018. It can't be up to now. And then
more saboteurs and
yes, about that. At the end, I don't know what to name and yet, as a papa.
And yes, more sabotage. More problem with them at the end.
Quana wood and Amona will not a Quana Namson, and wow. One night is with them about. And no young Mocasa block SIM card not blockade. I've been my own young block of Minasamadu said. If you are going to the other, also block. You will nipani bia okuta card no Ghana card no okwane ye ko yina ma no yes ahye
in fact
why dey answer
e bia wo
e be sida ye me
nti yanka system
me kwa card no kwa mofa so kwa pensi no me the answer me kwa me dey fansa we tu so ye we say information na ya feel say ye wow dey pepe bia ye okay wa hwem eno ano the aka you tap in the computer so the end you don't have control over it. You print card yes card in your budget. Then the mama me who say me card you because I never pay even though
you know so no cry be a digina so Ghana card emu ye haba. If you make esi ahye make esi empeke make esi so we need to rectify all these things.
All those challenges ni na no
ye nko so my time kakra na.
Oh my time we need more than necessary. The entire make it after September 30th. So what SIM card where is that?
Of course.
And the other mean register my SIM card be a me what after September 30th. Se me koto foforo even say be a mini Ghana kra. Na mabana me be a me do be October 15th. To be a by 5 days time na me yes okay. Me ni Ghana card. Sorry, me ni Ghana SIM card. Me copy SIM card. Ana me kwa abonte koto Vodafone. Ana me Ghana card nti wo mo say
register.
For na register. Omba me bwa. Nti adenti na sasa abre ni mu me koduru wona some person me register SIM card. Na da hold that. Ni mu manya bra ma ya. And ye baka so time na twam.
Wow. So time no kwade mem.
Enwu hia
because you go so register.
Enwu hia because people will continue to buy SIM card ko si da nyankopon baba wo man. Adi da nyam besi for no bi SIM card obi nyina no sokoto bi. Enti sa obi dia ba yira. And I know me kwala bia akwa magmama me over the weekend but be on that here sorry pa no bia be some phones nyina ko it wo nyana be some phones automatically they have to get a new SIM card that's okucha ba akona foforo so okota foforo whichever way so kwa ni sa was already SIM card no so ebi so going to register SIM card you man come na register enti masam no say se menya kwan ato new SIM card I register no 20 October, November, December, January 2025 grandpa. And ya didn't na work at me say me am wo be dida no. Say September 30th for so say an date you come blocking na bembo.
About 4 days back them say hold on baby.
Yeah.
Na ensu omo date no mo dey. No mo test trial na.
So flex slow ni busan.
No, it's a serious matter. No more try here na said there.
Who try then ahwe? Dey na o try.
Ni kwa.
Mo statement na 30th September. Anankasa. Oh, man, no grace.
Metie dia metie. Council. The kasa ni bi no. Ehme ni ji bebre. Edu bebi so a na yaro akame. You see the power at which you are delivering, trying to condemn the sector minister, saying action now all year to safeguard the interests of all of us. You see, who you are for, you were in power for good 8 years. President Kufo, Papa Michao, and you remember, I spent almost about 2 hours with him. The man is full of wisdom. Papa Michao, Chumberima, for 8 years, sir. Ubetsna bemu, mupamu atefe free ho. And I'm go far. One professor be. Maybe you can help us with this. Edinburgh Trao. You could not produce one single national identification card. And it's 8 years in that's a woman.
No, that's not entirely correct.
Please.
Please.
8 years.
No, that's not entirely correct.
Please. Oh, Fimodi no ta. Fimodi. No etwi. A sedum ketia your chief scribe sat on high horse. He gave a decree that no NDC member should go and do Ghana card. Oh, and can be Manu. He sat on a high horse on the whole national television and gave a decree. So, Mom control.
The conditions attached.
Please, be in condition.
Yeah, he said
don't go there.
The
understanding is that
please challenge with it.
Please, dear Wabano, you should be part of the blame because you told your members they abide by it.
The NDC has been consistent with the argument.
Please,
part of Ghana.
I have told you the Constitution cedes part of its powers to assemblies to pass bylaws. Ministers to come up with policies is in the Constitution.
But the bigger picture is the Constitution.
You understand? Yeah. So, Constitution was city power to be. So, Minister, I've given you an example of how a brother of mine card was used to go and steal or them council. His voters ID card, he was riding a bicycle mistakenly and a wallet top for. At that time, I don't know what was referring to passport. He was referring to voters ID card. They used his voters ID card. And he had article register SIM and on the background. He was doing his own dressmaking, tailoring, designing in Committee 8. Innocent soul. You're picking to say Akroma, Akwachako. But that than some police for time. You do court or that prison until they have to file. You have to justify why they can say this is not the criminal. And then the abano, you're a lawyer. I had the film. I agree, sir. We should nipa do no work from no. Assessing card no. And why didn't Let's look at it. When the NDC talk, I welcome that. What is here? And the NIA, when benson and Musuma, your mum dear Nakimano, when benson by ya, the Musan comedian, no Musan comedian. But you don't rubbish NHIA entirely. Say NIA entirely say you want no more, and when you want no sabi, and ye. Now the Mumbai, no. We be papa bebrea over 70 million and another issue. They've issued over 14 to 50 million NHIA cards. We need to commend them for what they have done. It's a work in progress. There's a lot that they need to do. And they clearly know in Namanabano, Yenina, Quambes and Amobene, Yetua, NHIA, Nyasikan Bibri, Eddie Printed Cast Nibi, Nadia, ye, no beyond water. Then you said something of the vice president. Say Eddie Trap. He is referring to those who are traveling into the country. Please. Please. Oh
yes, I reference.
Please. No. Please.
Okay,
there are two sides.
Want to be free Ghana card without visa. Now would you took
But if you about Ghana card.
If you go to Ghana card, we are coming in. That is the referral.
You are not bumper. You can even enter your country even without your passport.
Please.
You can enter.
Please. Lawyer Chuma very much. Vice Air refer, and people are coming in. I have friends and brothers who are traveling in. They come with a Ghana card. They have their Ghana card. A bumba kakwa no kwa yebi. Omo ye Ghana for. Enti this one propaganda na mususu. Say na mu dane ma no.
Obi anya propaganda.
Enya sa na vice kan.
Enya propaganda. Besi na some no kan. Enya no kure.
No kure. Your kind say so wo amano ne na wo be fie a. You can use your Ghana card.
Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister to come and explain.
Please.
Okay.
Okay,
so the statement was that Ghana card can now be used as a means how we get to coin.
Thank you.
Later on, actually,
sanity, I don't know.
So, GPR24, I want us to ignore that conversation because
Lord Fernando.
Because
some money in Kuida, Lord Fernando.
My chichiriano, it's an ancient who has to see a certain things about Badwam shocks me, but a bit imagine who you know. This one's the ember. In this administration, we are they are setting our priorities right. Ghana because when okay from 92 GPR24 almost about bogo sa besine or mining team for bibian to akwema ebe kushie nyina amietima konka. We can discuss probably the most worrying aspect of the Ghana card conversation. Aban we able type and say into that passport Adjei no any birth set Adjei no so to come the Ghana card no ABC no coin.
That
sorry. That's all who say. Sir Aisha Huang etimi of a system no more. Then it means that we need to be extremely worried. Lawyer. So but what's what the Owusu to say all the money why are you pay?
Then
Aisha Huang.
That's all lies.
I didn't count you.
Lawyer body because at the end of the day. I will what believe.
Well, say when they said I want him the woman said there are some big wigs be almost in the chair. A big sentence that we can't say woman. One group for one. To the yet. Say I said one and then I said I say you deport and answer my for the deporting
I see deporting a hard
on one. Mamma no. I know what's happening.
Okoye. In the midst of a bad in Okoye.
Okoye.
I said I don't deport the
who was our plane.
Can't be very in the chibo mine can
was offer.
But Begin say Okoye.
I know what's happening.
A honor to one.
So what's happening? But Okoye was happening.
There's Okoye and Waba.
Into one man Okoye.
Ghana, she say, when a man Okoye.
Nasana senior minister at that time and see a man of crime.
And I want to see if she say, because he couldn't know Quentin of the day.
Ah, sure. I practice immigration law in the UK. And so, what immigration rules na see you come to understand, say, you can't say a deportobia. You can't just go and turn around and come back in the next few months. It depends on your crime. In America, for instance, you deport you have either 5, 10, 15, 20 years before you can come back, depending on the crime. The crown will be 5 years time you can come back. Crown will be 10 years time and send about to come back. UK 10 years and not and nothing less. Enti ebane sign
and what you buy.
Anam anti and no ya near kasi deport na de asembaba. And no ya nche bia. No wura mu. And now no men kwati ba kumia ya wa senior kwaku ba ko. Ese say ma no dossier se eguna da kam no se mo push na aban obegu no. Obegu aban no. Say o wa wo nkrofo videos ni na. Enti no muntimi nkan. Aba ni pass na odo so mukasa.
Ebi ni mo kasa.
Ebi hanfo a.
Attorney General kasa.
So ni aban lawyer tell ya so kasa. Oya aban lawyer. Ye ko si aban ne ya abra o na ba ko nya ko tama ba nti. Ono opo so kasa bi. But one more can say ya de na kwa asem baba no. Emmo ye no. What is o mo kasa?
Debbie.
Presidency. Asam kese say oye na woyi sa asem woyi. What be Mpensenpensemu? So one not mamuni Ghana ni ben bet me free Ghana hakotena China. Akodi say nyambran sam sa. Can you imagine? Not Chinese was here deport was go back to China.
No, we na ba.
How? How can he even enter the country? Oh my, see a sister ni be a corrector. Who run man be a more border control for the check, which is the immigration. One checking who say, oh, by idea. You be questions. I mean, it's not just about checking your passport and going about. They put questions to you. There are times that people get to UK, America, that they refuse.
Oh, visa, yes, sir.
Who will be but certain questions they use our border post when you couldn't answer it properly. And another year, my come over them. Quite back room. What was I going to not the next flight ever Ghana? Now and never. But yet me, yes, a deported will be a free Krumwa because he has committed certain criminal offenses. You deported in you know what me of a for process and build up. And we are happy to even say this. So she entered illegally. Really? How can you say who could do you can I enter you can illegally? Who would be illegal offense? Are you immigrant? Because most of the time they say if you anyone visiting visa, which is valid for 6 months. 6 who can so spend 6 months in now. Na prepare no bua no all corona na me am awura mu die sunde za ba chibio etin ba nye wura mu ana boso mi sia no so on san pie ma eno na wo be illegal immigrant na mo sa wo se woni visa woni bia no tunya akwan ko wura mu die I wonder where you used to enter into the country.
That's what here no aba na ba Ghana card.
What is here? So here dey na ba saying the nipa no timi ekọ no san ba mu back and now those in charge na catch say oh at some point they are saying say we issue illegal documents and the entire at some point they are saying say we issue
just a minute now the rapper just no
at some point we say we issue illegal documents at some point you say obamu through wrong route
okay
and no koneba and we say obamu through approved route name documents are and illegal which is which even those obamu through approved route in Ponoman yeah who say mama yes he has been deported for that reason want to mean back o mine mu
Daniel ni kwate titles go
ya no man say ya wona bit my boy
governor la ya chum very much say o hwe koku baako kasa no kan on social media me hwe bi dem say wo hwe no won hwe ni kwaku say at the time of the NDC Asha was arrested 3 different occasions
NDC type
and this on the same offense 3 consecutive times. So if we are to prosecute Aisha, we have to go back and find out why on 3 occasions at the time Okobia Mujenemu. Okay, say it seems she's connected to both sides of the political divide.
And they come more side
connected to people in authority. And for that matter, Okobia was here. But in our time, because of diplomatic relations between Ghana and China, Yamanokoye. A brand no Guremunu or assess or apply for NHI card. That was the time, NIA card no. And what was here? In the records of NIA, no, you're very Aisha 1 and N1, N1. And the at time now, officer no, pro bono no, quickly. I wonder was so at least to raise alarm to national security. And the subono, me the bebo sa officer na no processing the Canadian man. Now Aisha no, kumasa no yenim ne ba. Because the hana oye in Libya or display. So the fact that we do kumasa king. Obi onim chum, obi onim ni kwate. We do kumasi pa, we do tema. Ze babakrum.
I mean, we kumasi grab. There are several places in the country. We do be
of course, yeah. You understand? So quickly, the alarm will go wild. Say, hey, I know babakrum. Chum, I have traveled this country, God knows number of times. Me free yendi e rachirponi on that rough, rugged road. The echo chirponi no. We got to a junction. Ne yira. It took an immigration officer who was doing patrolling in the pickup in the business and say, "You're coaching the pony." I say, "Move right, move and say, yeah, you are going back to Yendi." And there are so many unapproved routes. You and I know. Say, routes now by fashion. Baby, walk by the south. Togo, from Aplau, unamwa, Akanu, unamwa, obi, ni kitchen, ni bedroom, ni. They intermarry. So many old number of farm now go do to
another kitchen is to go and
may say you catch it, you will not believe this. So clearly, let us admit Say, as soon as so, immigration officers, you know, they know some of these routes. At the point in time, you see them there. But we don't have that resource like China, Venice, America, or the wall, air travel between America and Mexico. We don't have the resources. But clearly, there are different sources of places that you can pass to enter. The fact that no one didn't want battle, it must serve as a deterrent. Let's punish this girl. She's not powerful than the state. Now, why not? Why not? When we say Chinese embassy issue a statement that any Chinese beer who is found foul of the law should be dealt according to Ghana law, they issued an embassy, they issued a statement. So clearly, Aisha is a test case for all of us. And I full believe in Godfrey. Said Diabano, when beer obeya,
I'm saying by the
they should finish this case and case now illegal entering and dealing in unauthorized offenses. So
for
when you look at Nachi
lawyer Chum, this is for you as we wrap up. Hey, what to lawyer wait that comment?
Because I get 2 minutes.
So make Ghana card acquisition process faster. Electoral Commission and I can say maybe I'm but still we are making it faster because Electoral Commission.
Make it faster. One guy said they are making it faster. Make it faster. The same can any on the bad man. They are two different things.
Yeah, don't see how yeah, we be as well, baby. Oh, there is a chummy. I mean,